What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tar Heels will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good. And
he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tar Heels offense will get the ball for the first time. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Lopez to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They make the stop, and that is exactly... want out of your punt cover unit. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Gets it to him on the screen. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just a little off. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Lopez wants to fire. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Finds his big tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Lopez to pass. Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field.
It's a running room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
A good job by this defense. A great job in the secondary.
Oh, he's got some space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
The Horned Frogs get enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Looking for space. It's Barnes. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice gain like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. The Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go, trying to set up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Seals. Fires to the middle. Looking to get it in. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Gauze. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Makes one man miss. That gives him 54 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
On the ground, it's Barnes. Picks up the first down, still moving. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Lopez wants to fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Creates a little space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Tar Heels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're setting up the screen.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running back searching for a hole. Spins away from the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass, it's Hoover. They've got the screen set up. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it for a big play. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lopez to pass. Punts it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal. And the Tar Heels have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Barnes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep.
It's a seam wide open. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Lopez wants to fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
It's complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be third and long. The offense changing the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it.
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Lopez to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Oh, a lot of space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They're trying to find some room off right tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Tar Heels are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The short hands, it's Ship. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab, it's Gauls. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. To the air on first down. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lopez to pass. Got his man quickly. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to get...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. That gives him 100 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense in a bunch formation. Lopez wants to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They feed him again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Looking for a push on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Lopez to pass. It's complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Shipp. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Shipp. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The snap sets up to throw. Pocket breaking down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.